Welcome to this morning's second round of men's games at the Gauteng Invitational Tournament. We have Maties men's team against the KZN Orcas. Maties men's team is coached by Vaughan Marlow, and the KZN Orcas are coached by Rob Ambler and assisted by Jared Applegren. You see the Maties men moving the ball around quite nicely, trying to find opportunities, and a goal scored from the right-hand side by number 9, White, taking the score to 1-0. I see the Maties men opting for a press. Unfortunately, a drive coming through, but good defending there to stop the ball from coming in on that danger mark. So a good solid setup from the KZN Orcas. Missed opportunity there from the right-hand side as the Maties men had a double hole setup. Unfortunate missed pass there from number 5, Dark Caps, giving Maties another attack. We see a 3-on-2 situation there, 4-on-2, ball moves over from the right to the left, and a goal by number 8, White. Morning, how are you? How are you? Oh, great effort on a drive on the left-hand side. And a goal by number 6, Dark Caps. The score is now 2-1 to Maties with 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Ball moving over on the right-hand side, getting fetched, and you see a nice drive coming through from the middle. Great defending there by number 7 in Dark Caps to ensure that driver doesn't leave him behind. Very good passes happening from the Maties men, finding their positioning, finding their spacing, but unfortunately, ball enter into center, a bit too high off the water. You see the Maties men doing a great job to funnel the KZN Orcas into the middle of the pool, making their defensive jobs much easier. Great attempt by number 8, and he earns himself and his team yet another goal, taking the score to now 2-2 with 2 minutes 45 seconds left of the first quarter. The referees on this game are Lucky Lechabo and Stan. KZN Orcas opting for a drop from the top 3, but pressing tight on the center. Great effort by number 12, White. Goes through a bit of a tussle with the defender, still able to edge forward a bit with the ball, and scores an incredible goal to get his score or his team up by a goal to 3-2. So a missed pass that's actually worked out in the favor of number 3 from the Orcas. You see a big drive happening from the right-hand side of the pool. Big crossover and unfortunately missed pass. It would have been a great opportunity for an easy goal. Now we see Maties men setting up. Whole entry, exclusion on number 11, dark caps. Big ball coming in from number 11, white caps, and unfortunately a bit too early. Defense is still awake. Ended up hitting the crossbar. The ball seems to be staying on the right hand side quite a bit, and a nice pass over to the left. As the clock winds down, big back shot from about 8 meters out. Defender gets to it first. Very good lane defending and very good awareness from number 14, white caps from Maties, who is off on the mark and sees a supporting player. Great assist, great sprint and great assist by number 14. Great teamwork showed here by Maties. The score is now 4-2. Great lane marking happening here from Maties, ensuring that the right hand side of the pool and even the left hand side is being properly lane marked and no ball can enter. An exclusion first by number 5 is the defensive player who ducked under. Now secondly, the goalkeeper is excluded for pushing the ball away. See a great man up happening here from KZN. Unfortunately, even without a goalkeeper, they are unable to score. We're back to full complement, 6-6. Attack bring up on the left-hand side. See a nice drop coming from the middle. They split the defense at the top. Ooh, and unfortunately, Maties number 3 inside the 2 meter. The last couple of seconds left here, we'll see if there will be a shot being taken. Number 9 from about 9 meters takes a shot right at the goalkeeper and unfortunately does not score. And that is the end of the first chukka, with Maties leading 4-2. Welcome back to the second quarter of this encounter versus Maties. Maties versus KZN Orcas. The score sits at 4-2 to Maties. KZN win the ball to start off their attack. Maties doing a great job by keeping the KZN Orcas outside of the 5 meter and away from the goals. See some players even close to the halfway line being tight pressed. A long range shot. Must have come by surprise. And the KZN Orcas managed to retain possession. Let's see if they can get a bit closer to the goals and find better opportunities. Oh, we'll see an unfortunate ball that was passed a bit too close and an easy steal for the defender there. Bit of patience being shown by Maties, waiting for the players to set up in the opportune positions. We'll see an attempt to steal on the halfway line, but unfortunately referee deeming the player to going over. Very aggressive press being played by Maties. He's been quite successful in slowing down, but unfortunately a bit too much aggression by number 10, who earns his team, who earns himself an exclusion, and a quick ball in to the left-hand side and a goal. So a lot of action happening from the center positioning. As you're walking by the base, what on that? Oh, an incredible cross-cage shot there by number 7 from Maties, beating the goalkeeper. The score is now 5 goals to 3 to Maties. Foul in centre. It's quite evident that the Maties defence has rattled the KZN Orcas as their positioning is a bit out of place and quite far away from the goals. Great intercept there, lob intercept by Andy Bote. Ball being carried up on the left-hand side, looking for options and again practicing a lot of patience. I've caught 2 defenders off guard there who've decided to drop down in a space where they shouldn't have. Maties scores another goal, take the score up to 6-3. Oh, and unfortunately, the Orcas passing to a player is really going to drive head down, very unaware of the fact that the ball is coming to him. We now see Maties on a counter with the player on the back and a penalty. That's number 9, Dark Caps. Considering the fact that the KZN team is mainly, comprises of schoolboys playing against the university team, a score of now 7-3 in the second chaka, second quarter of the game, is quite impressive. We've seen that they've managed quite well on their defense. We've seen that they've managed quite well to implement their attacks. It's great effort shown. Unfortunately, mishandled pass attempt to center over the defender's head. As we hear the goalkeeper reminding the players of how much possession they still have. You see number 11 White taking an opportunity towards the right-hand side and yet again beating the goalkeeper. Entry into centre, who's able to retain the ball even after two players dropping off him. A missed pass over to an open player. Could have been a lovely opportunity at goal. You see the centre forward now being front marked. Another bad attempt over the head of the defender, but a missed pass. See Maties centre forward, number 14, positioning himself nicely, fighting for his space, opening up water and tracking the ball quite nicely. So an attempted goal, which is blocked very nicely by one of the Orcas. Now Maties have another 17 seconds on attack. Lots of time out by one of the players on the bench. See an exclusion being called on number 10 for impeding the player in centre forward. Great quick attempt to get the ball to the right hand side post, but the goalkeeper is sitting, waiting, two hands. Number 2 from the Orcas being forced into the corner. And yet another great lane mark defense by number 10 from Maties. See a close corner attempt with the goalkeeper managing to make a save there and keep the score at 8-3. Exclusion called on number 5, Connor Voke. KZN now have a man up. He has some good communication happening from both teams. This definitely must have been practiced a few times. They're waiting for opportunities and they know exactly who to pass to. Trigger point from the left point. Unfortunately for Orcas, a save by the Maties goalkeeper. A quick entry into centre on the attacking left side post, but a big block from the number 6 who was defending that position. See an open play on the left hand side and a quick pass going over. And unfortunately, another close corner attempt saved by the goalkeeper. In comparison, KZN quite slow to get up the pool compared to their competitors. Number 11 excluded. In the back side of the court. Giving KZN a man up and unfortunately rushing it. After the attempted goal, they were still able to retain possession. At the end of the third chukka, we had KZN Orcas still in possession. Still in possession of the ball. At the end of that chukka, the score is 8-3 to Maties. Welcome back to the encounter. Maties versus KZN Orcas. KZN Orcas managed to get possession, but unfortunately only get 2 seconds of extra man. Quick passing to the driving player. Unfortunately, manages to swim straight over the defending player, causing a reversal. Oh, very quick entry into center. A quick turn by number 14, and both hands by number 11 were down, earning himself an exclusion. Maties men are now man up. See a lot of action happening, a lot of play defending, pulling happening. They've ensured that they have attracted all of the defenders in the space to create more space, but unfortunately an overpass. We see number 11 trying to make a long range pass there, but his defending player close range gets a hand on it. The ball goes a bit wide. See an exclusion at center off number 5, who was deemed to be a bit too heavy off his player. A couple of passes around on man up, and the goal scored by number 8, White from Maties. We've seen a lot of times that the KZN Orcas are being beaten by a bit of experience from the Maties men, especially when it comes to physicality in center. Quick cross pass onto a driving player. Unfortunately, the crossbar saving the KZN Orcas there. See a great attempt from number 6 there, rolling onto his back to try to take a lob attempt. Timeout called by the Orcas coach, Rob Ambler. This gives the players an opportunity and the coach just to communicate a couple of things in terms of tactic, implement 1 or 2 things possibly that they've done at training, and try to get another goal onto the scoreboard. I think Coach Rob Ambler had something in mind here to try and get an exclusion. So now his players have an extra 20 seconds defending against 1 less player. Ball being moved around quite nicely. They could do a better job on trying to attract the defenders to move out of the space. See a forced pass being made into the middle, lots of defenders around, and the ball stolen by the Maties defense. Ooh, great cross pass, but unfortunately not landing on the hand of the player. See Maties with another 14 seconds of their possession. Quick entry into centre, but unfortunately before the goalkeeper got there, number 12, Dark Caps, had impeded the attacker. Maties are now on attack, a man up. Very unlucky on the cross passes in this game for both teams, as that one would have been a definite goal opportunity. But we see number 8, White, with a massive attempt from about 7 meters out. So a reversal call there, as the attacker was deemed to duck under to try again an unfair advantage. Maties men really good at their spatial awareness. KZN boys really trying their best to keep up here with the blocks and tracking the ball. Unfortunately, ball goes over the goals from an attempt from number 6 from Maties. With a minute 40 seconds to go, we still have Maties leading the game by 7 goals. Attempted pass into 2-meter player there was unfortunately blocked by the close proximity defender. Ball landing a bit too far away. So KZN Orca number 9 doing a really good job on his tight defending and pressure play. I got a 2-on-1 situation in front of the goals and unfortunately turns away. And yeah, big frustration from the assistant coach, Jared Applegren. The player decided in the last second just to turn away, losing his penalty advantage. Great pressing from the Maties men and making sure that they are wasting as much time as possible on the KZN attack. Quick pass over and a great save by Josh Carr. And that brings an end to the third chaka. Score is 10 goals for Maties and 3 goals to the KZN Orcas. Welcome back to the fourth and final chukka. The game between Maties from Stellenbosch versus KZN Orcas. Entering to centre forward to the number 14, but unfortunately 3 players dropping very nicely. I think it's quite motivating to start off a defense with a steal. It's an incredible save there. Incredible save by Josh Carr, but unfortunately followed by a very over-eager Maties attacker swimming straight over the KZN player's hand. We see number 9. We see number 9 getting excluded. A timeout called yet again by Mr. Rob Ambler from KZN Orcas. You see the referees just wanting to confirm how many timeouts have been called by each coach, as each coach is only allowed to call 1 timeout per game. If KZN have already called a timeout and now calling their second timeout, there will be a penalty called against them. At 5 minutes 15 of the fourth quarter, the score sits at 10 goals for Maties to 3 for the KZN Orcas.
Yeah, we know. It's 6 years of water polo, I think.
So a great attempt that was rebounded, unfortunately, off the crossbar, straight back to number 14. Regains possession and scores his penalty. An unlucky defensive effort there from number 10 from Maties, who still manages to get his hand on the ball for their entry pass. And number 5 with a cracker of a shot. Earning his team another goal, taking the score up to 11-4. See a very scruffy defensive effort there from number 2. Drawing an exclusion. The Maties are an extra man up. Great movement and great passing, great ball handling, and a great effort from number 10, finishing to take the score up to 12-4. See the tight press still in full action here. If done well, the tight press gives the defending team an opportunity to get away quite quickly, make easy steals, help each other defending. And great opportunities like this. Another goal by number 5, White, Connor Vogt for Maties, taking the score up to 13-4. Great effort from the centre forward there, and unfortunately just missing the goals. There's a lot of work that needs to be done at centre forward. You see number 8 with a great attempt, but unfortunately hitting the crossbar once again. Foul outside 60. Gary loading up a shot and decides on a spinning back shot from outside 6, which he has scored many times. Three minutes left. We have the scoreline of 13 goals for Maties and 4 for KZN Orcas. Number 11 excluded now. For 20 seconds, we have Maties on an extra man attack. Bad handling, bad pass from number 6. Ball goes over the goal line and they lose their advantage. Great work and tenacity there by number 7 from the KZN Orcas. Followed a pass that went over the defender's head, managed to gain possession, and a good goal under the goalkeeper's arms. Good, thanks. See number 4 there, trying his utmost best to keep the attacker at bay, and unfortunately getting a bit too heavy there and drawing an exclusion. Maties yet again on another man up. An attempt came from the right-hand side, unfortunately skimming the crossbar once again. And a great save by the goalkeeper from long range. Another save from the goalkeeper from the same player. Seems to have his number in this quarter. Pass into center where the center forward number 14 was not ready and expecting the ball. Unfortunately, ball getting stolen away from him. Oh, see a counter attack. That was fizzled down by the goalkeeper's great defensive efforts on getting their hand on the ball before the defender could make an attempt. Great save by the goalkeeper there from a close range, keeping his legs very active, arms nice and wide and making sure to keep that ball out of the goals. seconds left of the game. And we'll see if Maties are going to be able to get one last goal. With the last 4 seconds left, ball goes over to number 4. 1. The back shot attempt. In score there, we have Maties winning the game by 13 goals to 5.